The last time I did a health update, I was giving you guys a walkthrough of what my last surgery was like, and that was about 2 months ago at this point. I will never say that that surgery was not successful because there was so much that was done and so much about my body that was corrected, and I think any surgery that goes to separate organs that have been adhered together is by all means a successful one. However, the goal of that surgery and the reason why I put myself through that surgery was to hopefully get out of chronic pain, and that unfortunately was not the case. I knew going into the surgery that there was a 25% chance that I was still going to wake up in pain. So although it was a little saddening to wake up and realize that that was the reality, it was a possibility that I had prepared myself for and have lived through 3 times now. The sucky part about this surgery in particular not getting me out of pain is we're now getting to a point where I'm running out of options. I sat down with my doctor for my post-op appointment and we went over kind of like what's left for me, and that appointment was followed up with 3 weeks of very, very intensive pelvic floor therapy, which if you don't know what that is, it's physical therapy for your pelvic floor muscles and reproductive region. Tons of fun, not uncomfortable whatsoever. So 3 weeks of that, I put forth my very best effort to do it as diligently as possible and to the best of my ability. Unfortunately, it was not a good fit for me, and thus I have now stopped. And now, after multiple weeks of emailing back and forth with my doctor, we have decided to go through with a hysterectomy. This has obviously been a very, very difficult decision to make. When I first started this life of chronic illness, I had always looked at hysterectomy as the absolute worst case scenario. That is the reason why I've had as many surgeries as I've had and have tried as many birth controls as I've tried. It's all been to try to avoid coming to this. So it's been very difficult. I've had to accept that my future is now going to look a lot different than how I had always dreamt it was going to be, and I'm still kind of figuring that out. However, this is my absolute best chance of regaining a normal life where I can function like a normal human and do things that I want to do and work and go to school and live my life. I've learned that there is definitely a grieving process that you go through in doing this. I'm trying to remind myself that there are going to be days that are easier to accept this than others. It's going to be a very up and down next few months, and I am trying to prepare for that as best as humanly possible. Naturally, I feel like there's going to be a lot of concern for me and my mental health after watching this. So I would love to try to put you guys at ease as much as humanly possible. I have been working through this in therapy months and months and months before this decision was even made. So I feel like I am ahead of the game as far as accepting that this is what is going to happen and what needs to be done in order to prepare for this surgery and recovery and what my life will look like. This can either be a really, really good thing or a really bad thing depending on your perspective on it. I am trying to move forward with the best mindset as humanly possible. At the end of the day, this is my decision and it is what I have decided on. I feel like I've gone through the last few years with really no end in sight, and now I feel like, although this is extremely hard, I feel like there is a timeline for me to get my life back, and that is really exciting for me. But as someone who has always felt extremely liberated by the ability to have a period, no matter how awful they are, and as someone who really, really wants to have biological kids, there are some really hard aspects to this that I am going to have to continuously get over for the rest of my life. I don't exactly know what to say other than this is what is happening. I might do like a Q&A in the future of you guys asking whatever questions you want to know about this and me just getting really honest and open and answering all your questions and concerns, but this is what's happening. The surgery is going to be scheduled a few months in advance just so me, my family, friends, boyfriend all have time to mentally prepare as best as humanly possible. This is a decision that definitely impacts more than just me. So some people are starting at the very, very beginning of this grieving process, and I wanted to make sure that everyone had time to kind of wrap their minds around this a little bit and get to a point of acceptance of this is just what is going to happen. It's also very important to me that I note that because this is happening, this in no way, shape, or form reflects on my doctor and his skill or his inability to fix me. He has done absolutely everything for me, and I am extremely, extremely grateful for him. My body has just proven to be extremely resilient in the worst kind of ways, and my doctor has just been absolutely incredible, and I'm so thankful for his determination to help me get through this and get my life back and do whatever is necessary for that to happen. I know that some of you guys are following me because you know someone in my family or you are a friend of a friend, and I ask that if you do have questions or concerns regarding this or just want to talk about it, even if you don't know me, please message me directly versus messaging a member of my family or Taylor or anyone else, because a lot of people are just now starting the grieving process, and it is obviously an extremely sensitive subject. So as someone who has had months to kind of prepare and take the steps that need to be taken in order to feel somewhat okay about this, just message me. I am completely open about answering whatever questions, talking about it, if you want to talk about it. I think that I have said everything that I want to say for now. Like I said, I might do a Q&A in the future, but this is just kind of putting the news out there. I know that this was kind of an up and down video. I know that you guys have kind of watched me go from being excited to being sad even in this video. The next few months are going to be a lot like that. So I want to make it abundantly clear before I end this video that I'm okay. I am going to be okay. My whole entire life, it feels like, has been all about conquering and enduring, and that is exactly what the next few months will bring. But I am going to survive it all. I'm very, very confident of that. So thank you guys for watching this video, for listening, for loving me through this very hard time. I really, really appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, I think that's about it. I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye.